The coffee. I need the coffee, man. All right, here we are. Let's do it. Smoking Martha in Brisbane, Australia. That's what I was thinking in my head. They are literally upside down right now. Let's stay to my eyebrows, man.
What's wrong, mate?
Hello. Is everything okay now?
Everything's absolutely superb. We are live on Radiation, the #1 station for the Asian invasion. It's an absolute pleasure to have Smoking Martha here on the interview over here. And thank you for putting up with the technical hitches, which have taken a couple of minutes and all. How are you all this evening? Like, I can see through your window. It's like literally pitch black, isn't it, at the back over there?
Yeah, it's late, but it's not that bad. It's nearly midnight.
Oh, I see. Wow. That's not good. So pretty soon we could be entering witching hour over there.
Yes, pretty much.
All right. Okay. So I will be saying firstly hello to what am I doing? Come on, Dav, move a little bit quicker, just to be a bit more organised. Here we are.
Yep.
Just a moment.
Just
a moment. All right. Cool. Yeah. So we have with us Mick Broome on the guitars. Put your hand up, mate. All right, cool. Oh, sorry, Mick. Sorry, I called you Mickey. Right. Matty on the bass, man. Matty on the bass. Hello. All right. Cool. Jordy on the drums.
Oh, yeah.
Cool. And Tasha D on the vocals. Yeah. Absolutely brilliant. So, do you guys and girls want to start with how it all started and how you all got together?
Oh gosh, I guess we just started just writing some songs, and then basically with the intentions of wanting to form a band, and then just kind of, I guess, just wanting to play rock music. So we just kind of got together with some great friends, and people who became great friends and friends of friends, and
I really like them.
Created Smoking Martha. Yeah, it just happened. It's one of those questions. It's a hard question to answer because we know how it happened and we have the whole thing in our heads and memories. But to explain it, you would have to be pretty much waiting a while for our story. It's quite long.
No. We got time over here. I'm sure we can order some Indian food and that.
As far as I'm aware, Dave.
Yeah.
Well, I'm the newest member in the band, and I've been in the band for about 6.5 years. I knew Matty, the bass player, because he played guitar in a different band that I'd played with, and he knew these guys. But these guys, Mick and Tasha, have been doing this for years, like 4 or 5 years longer before I was in the band with previous members that we all still know, and it's quite it's a twisted little tale, but we're here in the now.
We're here now together, and we're a good group of people.
Yeah, we've found the combination that works.
Yeah, we've found the formula.
Brilliant. So regarding how has lockdown been of technically. You're meant to be upside down right now, and you're not. But anyway, the thing is, how has lockdown been over your neck of the woods? How has it been for you in terms of music as well?
So there's two sides. Well, there's two sides. So I'll say the first side. The first side has been the fact that we haven't been able to play gigs, which has really sucked. And they keep kind of getting cancelled left, right, and centre just due to crazy sudden lockdowns and obviously restrictions. So it's so tough for these amazing venues, and they're having to obviously cancel these shows, and then obviously us as musicians keep having to postpone and so forth. But on another note, so basically that's kind of the shit part. But then on another note,
we're also, I think, particularly here in Brisbane, we're pretty lucky. The overall effects of the lockdowns have been far less severe here than just about anywhere in the world, and especially the other capital cities in Australia who are now in pretty severe lockdown again now. So I think we did, although we did endure a pretty long period of time without playing live, in Brisbane, we did see a return to normality with some shows a lot sooner than a lot of other places. So
that's been lucky.
Yeah, but
also like we were talking about this earlier, because for us as a band, it was a little bit of a blessing. Like, it actually was a good break for us. We actually got some time to like kind of just take a step back and be like, you know what, this is, you know, we need to just like have a second, you know, like it was just so full force for so long. So I think it's definitely been two sides. There's been, you know, bad and like everything. There's good and bad. So yeah, we actually came out, I think, better because we needed the break, and we also our guitarist actually had 2 shoulder surgeries in the meantime. So
wow.
So that's necessary. So it actually worked out well for us because he got the time to heal. So then it was like perfect.
Yeah, there was little silver linings for all of us, and true, because you know, we all work full time as well. So the busyness of the last 4 years from the previous release and finishing that with a run of shows on your side of the world was it was unfortunate to have come off such a roll and
have to just lock down.
Yeah.
Like, and that is it for you right now.
But we got to
have a break. Yeah. It was a well-needed break. Let's just say that. Yeah.
Brilliant.
So you got to see the positive side in everything, hey?
I guess so, but I noticed that many bands, what they did, they literally recorded sort of remotely, even at the most extreme lockdown conditions. So they're literally sending files, audio files, or they're using whatever software they could link in together, whether it's Pro Tools or what have you. Did you all work like that as well?
Yeah, we did little bits. Like we did some acoustic stuff. We did it like acoustic lounge recordings, and we did some stuff like that on the side just to kind of keep going. And like while we're in full lockdown, like obviously you know, we couldn't even leave the house kind of thing.
Yeah, so but again too, there was really only a very small period of time where we weren't actually able to travel to our rehearsal space.
So I see. Yeah.
We were still able to, and we're lucky to
create and write music and jam. So we were lucky.
Wow, superb. So regarding, hold on. So if Mick, I hope your guitars. I hope your shoulders get better. I hope your guitars get better. You know.
I did get a better guitar, so that was great.
Absolutely brilliant.
It works. I can do this.
You can now lift it.
Wow. But now, you know, may regain 100% power and be, you know, doing all them military shoulder presses and everything soon, sort of thing. So yeah. So. Wow. So regarding releases, am I correct that 2013 Sweet as Honey, is that the first, or was it around the first?
Yeah, I think that was the first one. Yeah, that was our first release.
See, not just an Uber driver. I do my homework. No, sorry, I've got a really twisted sense of humour, man. It's weird. Cool, brilliant. So then we went on to you know. So who was part of the original lineup for Sweet as Honey then?
Matty was in the
Matty was in the
film clip because we needed someone. We didn't have a bass player.
Extra.
He didn't record,
but he was in the video.
Fuck it, I'll do it. And so he's been there the whole time. And you had another video and you weren't in the band still.
Yeah, I was in
two videos. Me.
Two videos, zero bands.
Absolutely brilliant. But how long did it take to put the track together, and were there any hurdles?
Of which one? Of the new one.
No. Let's go back to your first one. Like, I'm gonna go back in time. I'm gonna walk you down memory lane on this.
Tell him about the issues in the studio with recording.
No.
Well,
so basically, there was definitely some hurdles, and I think you learn a lot of things when you record for the first time. I think you actually learn a lot from recording every time.
He was better than
But look, we was basically we got a bit stuck, and a certain instrument took a little bit longer than others, and we kind of got a bit stuck that way. So that was a bit of a hurdle, but we got through it. We got through it in the end.
Okay. And navigated.
And we created, and we released Sweet as Honey with just obviously the best we could at that time. It was not bad really for our first time in the studio, but it came out well.
Brilliant.
Yeah.
So that then went over to the EP in 2014 with All Lit Up, Sweet as Honey, Fake Promises, Bad Choices, Heavy Heart. Yeah, so talk about that.
Yeah, well, okay. Let's go back, but let's go.
Well, yeah. I mean, I got a very, very small period. I think when I very first started playing with the band.
Yes.
So there's a snoring dog.
Oh, I don't know if you can see the Frenchie behind us.
Oh.
So he's.
That's beautiful. What breed is he?
Oh, he's a Frenchie. His name's
Cowboy. Say again?
Cowboy.
Cowboy! Hello, I'm Indian! I'm Indian!
Can you see him?
Yeah. I think we're both brown. It's like brown on brown crime. It's really good, this is.
Oh, yeah. He's our snoring dog that's sitting in between us right now. And so if it gets too noisy, let me know and I'll just nudge him.
No, it's brilliant. I love dogs because we believe that you know. I think my parents said that in my last life that I was a dog, or I would have been a Japanese tozer or something. It's sorry. It's true, but I think it's funny how like a lot of owners look like the dogs. It's weird, isn't it?
Yes. However, I did see a guy come out of a unit block the other day, and he had one of those like doll-like dogs that are called like teddy bears or something. You know, like the teddy. They're like those tiny, like they're like a Pomeranian, but even smaller. Like they're like a teddy bear.
Yeah.
And he was like this big, like quite broad guy, and he's got this tiny little bare-faced dog. It was so cute. So I wouldn't say they look like.
I see, but give it a bit of time. The guy will start shrinking and all the rest of that, and there you have it. Of course. So, all right. So hold on a second. So, in deep. No. Say Your Mind 2016. Right. So therefore, you are fully on board. Then, you know what I mean. So there you have it, man. Let's talk about that.
Yeah, right. I think my time with Smoking Martha from the get-go was all systems forward. From I think the first show that I played with them was in a really nice arena, Eatonsville, supporting Uriah Heep. And yeah, I mean that release, that first release, that was a pretty exciting time. Because we had, we had taken the time to find a good space and a reputable producer to work with, that we thought that we could get what we need to
I guess elevate our sound.
Yeah, to achieve a world-class broadcasting quality, essentially, you know. So, and geez, everything that come from that album, from the songwriting and the change of environments that we moved from through the process of all that songwriting, it's been a pretty unreal couple of years. I think that for an independent band on this side of the world,
self everything, self-funded everything. So we did it all ourselves, and so it was really
and a few of those things, just like backing ourselves to go through those processes and do the videos and do the promotion and all of this stuff.
And then re-released it obviously in the UK, and it was this whole other, we actually got a lot from that album.
Yeah,
we learned a lot.
Yeah, and it was a spin out because it was leading up to the release of Good Girls, the newest single.
That's our
and this music we have had recorded for some time now. That was maybe one of the bigger impacts of not so much the lockdown, but the greater global situation.
We couldn't release the music.
Yeah, we held off on this release for quite some time, and
but yeah, it's definitely just been a build from there.
Yeah,
it's just been it's been great.
I feel
organically though, it's an organic build.
We milked, I think, a really, really generous amount of time
from that
out of that first album. Definitely.
We were lucky to be able to, because obviously we had music ready to go, but we just obviously under different circumstances couldn't actually get in the studio and get it done. Yes. So it was kind of like we had to go without new music for so long, and that was kind of weighing on us though, because we were ready to release it so badly. But it's all about timing, and music is like that. It's got to be the right time for you to be able to do it justice and to be able to kind of push it the way you I would hope that it deserves.
Yeah.
Well, to be fair, I think you've got a lot of power because you're independent. You have control. Your release timings as well. That's really, really important. So I find that when many people, I interview a lot of people, but when they're signed to labels, some moan about the fact that I've got a great banging track and why is it not out yet, and it's just sitting on the shelf and the rest of it. So you've got that power. You've got the distribution power as well. Maybe you own your masters as well, which is important. So which is a good thing. I noticed that Matty's hiding behind Tasha's hat. So it's all right. I'm taking the mic. But I wanted to ask him a question about what's his favourite bass guitar.
Favourite bass guitar?
Yeah.
Honestly?
Answer.
Yeah. Come out with it, dude, man. Yeah, sure.
No, that's fucking hate them.
Bloody hell. Well,
59
yeah.
His favourite bass guitar is
what is it? What bass have you got? It's not a jazz bass, is it?
Yeah, I play jazz bass. I think jazz bass.
It's a nice bass.
Brilliant, because certain people they swear by the P bass, don't they? And there's a certain version of it. See, in the 1990s, that's going to be the one.
The depth, because they don't have the highs to play. You have to play jazz. He's better than P bass. Yeah. P bass is like the weird little cousin of jazz bass. You have to be nice to it. It's just like a lot of people don't want to talk to it.
Brilliant. So.
What's yours?
Oh, me! I just mess around. When I was a young man, I think we learnt bass, the basics of bass from there was a band called Dexy's Midnight Runners, and they had a song called "Come On Eileen." It's like an old. Yeah. So Pete Williams, he taught us our first few bass lessons and the rest of that. But then we went into the world of studio engineering and all the techie stuff, the boring stuff. Then we come across to the world of radio, But anyway, you guys are the talent, not me. I'm just sitting here sipping on this, learning, and it's just lovely talking to yourself. So it's cool.
Thank you.
No, it's cool. What was that music? I've got to get it off my chest, man. I was watching one of the music videos a couple of days ago, and you had these like mad earrings. And I got a friend who's like high up in the Knights Templar, and he's like a Society of Rosicrucians in Anglia. He's a top level, what do you call it, Knights of Malta. And I thought he will know about these earrings, so I was gonna send the video over to him. So I thought I'll ask you first.
Oh, the earrings.
Yeah, these triangle things.
Oh yeah, the Illuminati earrings. I haven't sold that soul yet, don't worry.
Someone else.
They've gone missing. I'm very disappointed because they were one of my favorite earrings, and I can't find them anywhere. And I'm like, no, I lost a good pair of earrings.
You lost both of them?
Well, I don't know. They're just gone.
Yeah, right.
However, we did have a lot on that set. Like the guys had actually built the whole set from scratch, like for that whole clip. So
yes.
It could probably be under some shed somewhere under materials and never seen again.
Yeah, that's true. There could also be at Bohemian Grove, but there you have it. No, sorry, I'm just messing about. I'm messing about. Right. Then again, my show's like that, man. I'm a bit rather a bit nut job in it. But there you have it. I say stuff that other presenters don't have the backbone to say because they get fired. That's what it is. Yeah. I question everything as well, so which is good. So all right. So Jordy, do you have a custom drum kit?
A custom drum kit?
Yeah. Favorite bits and bobs. Favorite. What's that? Favorite pedal?
Oh look, I suppose deep down, I'm not as much of a drum geek as I used to be. I used to buy and read a lot of magazines and always spend a lot of time in music shops, but there's no music shops left anymore. Yeah, I mean, the kit that I've got is sort of a kit that I wanted for a really long time, a Tone Star Classic. And it's only a sort of entry-level one of that range, but it's one that, I've sort of got set up in a bit of an odd configuration at the moment, which I'm enjoying playing. But yeah, it's funny actually because I think over the last couple of years, I remember I was always counting how many years I've been playing drums for since I started playing.
Yeah.
And then like a year or two ago, I just remembered I've been playing drums for 20 years, and I'd stopped counting for a couple of years for some reason, but I was aware of it, and I've just in the last 6 months started to think about trying to think like my inner teenager when I first started playing drums, and just sort of think about what that dream kit is for me now. But yeah, there really is a loud snoring dog.
I noticed that.
You're just snoring, and I'm thinking, can anyone else hear this?
No, it's all right.
Maybe my dream drum kit can include a Roland B pad that has a sample of the snore.
That's gonna be a hidden track.
Yeah.
Oh my God, brilliant! I love it. But what I wanted to ask you is, being a drummer in particular as well. Have you seen that film called The Sound of Metal? It's on Amazon. Who's in it again? He won all his awards and that. But basically, the drummer. I don't want to say it, but he literally loses his hearing, doesn't he? So what do you do to protect your hearing?
I'll tell you a true story. Yeah. I don't know what's happening, if I've developed some sort of callous eardrum or what, but to my immediate knowledge, I have no current damage to my hearing, and
he has things very loud.
I've never worn hearing protection playing drums. I haven't, and the times that I have, yeah, I don't know, and I don't know. Some people, and a lot of people, maybe rightfully so, would call that irresponsible or stupid, perhaps. But up until this point, that's the way that it's been, and I've truly encountered no residual ill effect from that. And
what was that doing?
And I like, yeah, and I tend to hit my drums with a bit of gusto as well. But yeah, bit of a nil on that, to be honest with you.
Brilliant. So I think it's Mick's turn to ask him about guitars and that now. So I've managed to victimise everyone, and it's just I've already pulled you up on the earrings, isn't it? But I've got to get that out of my system. But that's the other one. So Mick, so now your shoulders are stronger and all. Do you have like your favourite custom guitar, and do you get to use it on stage? And do you have any sort of magic pedals? And what do you make of this power supplies for pedals and the rest of that? Because I did have Aziz Ibrahim on the interview. He's the guitarist for Stone Roses, I think he was. So and he was talking a lot about powering pedals and all the rest of that. So are you that geeky about guitars?
No, not hugely.
You've definitely gotten more geek.
Yeah, I've definitely gotten more geek lately. I just like my guitar. The one I've got at the moment is a Duesenberg Star Player. Like it's a semi-hollow. It's sparkly as all hell, so it's quite nice. And I run that through PV, like 51 or 6505. That's pretty much my main sound. And then I just pretty it up with a bunch of other little pedals here and there, like a bit of delay or a bit of reverb. And then I built my own pedal board.
Aha!
I did the whole lot, learned how to do all the wiring and shit as well. So I built one, and yeah, I got one of those. What was it? I think it's like a True Tone.
Yeah.
Power supply, so it's every single one's isolated.
Brilliant.
And that way, yes, and I found that I haven't had any dramas. There's no squeals, no feedback, nothing. Everything's just clean as drums.
Yeah.
But I mainly just run through the PV. It's used all the other bits and pieces just for niceness, all bits and pieces.
Salute, man. Thank you, top man. So, tell us a funny story, either live on stage. I know we've been locked down, but a studio story, something funny.
Well, I think one that sort of stands out perhaps is there was a time that we had flown down to Melbourne. This is a between shows incident. And we played in Fitzroy on the evening before, and we were driving to Bendigo the next morning, and we had two good friends with us as crew. We had like a nice big van full of our gear in the back as well.
All the gear in the back.
Yeah. And Tash just happened to be filming.
Yes.
At the time, like, you know, we were in the car, we're on our way,
I was like,
and
oh my
she's
God,
filming around.
hello. And then I hear this bang and like turn around, and basically someone didn't shut the boot properly.
Oh no way!
So all that gear went straight out the back onto a main road in the middle of Fitzroy, Melbourne.
Oh no!
And I filmed the whole thing, just watching the guys all go shit. The car basically stopped traffic, like 5 guys in the middle of the road picking up gear and running back laughing because nothing was actually ruined.
Yeah.
Like, we were so lucky. I mean, one car could have just run over a guitar and it would have been the end of our world. So we were just like so lucky.
You're blessed, man. I thank God to decent flight casing as well, don't you think?
Yeah, totally. I know, they're pretty solid.
I got a flight case. Yeah. You know how good my flight case was? I flew to Melbourne and my bass was hanging out of my flight case. I'm like, oh, motherfucker, please. But it was fine, saying bass guy. I didn't need to the strings anyway.
Wow. Can I? Do you know? Okay, I've touched on. I went to In Deep 2017. What's her name? But they suddenly changed up the sound in 2019. Where you did Purple Zane versus Smoking Martha. Can't get you out of my head. No, so how did that come about? Come on, man. What's going on with that?
Well, that was just a really fun little project on the side. That was just a good friend. He remixes his own stuff. He does a lot of like K-pop. And he just wanted to collaborate, so we basically just like jumped in the studio for the day and just had some fun with it. It was just a bit of fun, like, you know, he just wanted a little bit more of a change from his music as well. And yeah, we just got in there, and there's nothing wrong with a little bit of a collab.
Nah, yeah, of course. And then
I'm definitely a hidden and underground Kylie fan.
I see. So. Well done on that. So that'll, let's say we fast forward to June, which is the latest release. Yeah, good girl. So working with Matt Bartlum at Studio Circuit. So how was it working with Matt Bartlum?
Yeah, amazing. He's great.
Solid as always.
Really solid. Like, you know what you're going to get. He's just fantastic. He's got a really great ear. It's just really great working with him. This is obviously the second time round that we had worked with him. Our album In Deep was with Matt Bartlum, so because of that and the production, we were just so happy. We just had to go back with him, you know. So we just worked well with him. And
yeah, he's an amazing drummer as well, and really, really good to track drums with, which it's been a pleasure to work with him both occasions.
Brilliant, absolutely brilliant. Now I wanted to ask about how long did the recording process take, man? It is a banging track, you know, actually. And I've just played it out on the Asian music show before this interview, so a whole bunch of Indians must have been sitting there going, "Oh my god, what is this?" And next thing you know, what is this?
Love it. That's amazing.
Oh no, probably get sued now, but it's all right. Absolutely love it. So the actual recording process, what would you say? I don't know. How many days was it?
Well, the whole album was, what was it?
The last one.
Yeah, four. It was 4 weeks all up in the studio, the whole album.
Okay.
So that we tracked drums for how many days? 4 or 5?
I think we.
For the whole album, not just.
Yeah. No, we spent. I believe it was 5 days. Yeah.
5 days drums. How long for bass and guitar?
Bass was.
A day.
Sunday afternoon when he didn't want to be there.
So this is the second one.
No, the new album.
Yeah, the new album.
Oh, new album.
Yeah, I'm talking about the new album.
Even less talk.
Yeah, true. How long was it?
I didn't even actually remember playing it.
I know, I was like trying to remember the process now.
I wasn't even there.
You
Nah, I think I was.
I think it was something like 5 days. But 5 days for drums. I think it was like a week and a half, or 2 weeks that was sort of set aside for guitars and bass. I think that all included sort of
a week and a bit for vocals. Yeah. So like 6 days, 7 days maybe for the whole album. But I guess it's like a song or 2 a day.
Okay, so the work rate was pretty high. So I take it laying down rhythm section first, being the backbone of the track and all, yeah. So now regarding the mix and master decisions, so were there any squabbles? You know, did you all say, yeah, that's the one?
No. To be completely honest with you,
Can I answer this one?
Yeah, absolutely.
The engineering level that Luke and Matt Bartlett have from the get-go, from engineering, by the time they get the mix down, it's
already
minimum to maximum 3 days, 4 days.
Wow.
They don't let anything skip by.
They
don't shortcut anything. They make everything fucking perfect. So by the time
as they're comping in the comping process,
mix, engineering, and then when it comes to being a producer and when they do a final time,
it's already been done. So it's the beauty of it.
Wow.
If you play shit, you don't get to play shit.
Yeah.
Wow. Yeah, well, that's true. Real talk, innit? It's true. There's no room for second best on it, man. Okay, so Matt Bartlett is he is like Yoda, isn't he? Basically, so.
Yeah. He is, He's the Kiwi Yoda. I haven't seen him. He's like that.
Brilliant. So then shifting on to the video stage, working with Tyson Lloyd, man. So that video is flipping banging. Like it's. I watched it. I was like, this is nuts. So, who's storyboarding that? So did you all put together on a storyboard, and how did it come about with the roller circuit and the rest of that?
Yeah, well, gosh, it came out with just a lot of different ideas. So we started with a couple of different ideas at the beginning, and then we kind of ended up on the roller girl, because our other idea kind of fell through. There was another music video kind of in the similar vein of what we were going to do that had just gotten released.
By the same guy.
By the same director, Tyson Lloyd. So we were kind of okay, back to the drawing board. Let's think of another idea. And then I saw this YouTube clip of a friend, actually it was an Instagram of a work friend, and he basically goes, oh yeah, I know her, she's great, and she was doing all these skating tricks out in the skate park. Yeah. And I actually thought, oh, you know what, maybe we should kind of do a skating, I love, watching them skate and everything, and the song needed a fast-paced kind of move, so it needed to be either aerobics or a skating girl or something that was pretty amazing to watch. Yeah. Anyway, so we couldn't get her, she basically never came back to me because she'd stopped skating, and I was kind of okay, what do we do now? So I just hit up a local skating rink, and we just kind of talked to one of the agents, and she's yeah, look, our girls do clips, and they do lots of different events and stuff, tell us what you want. And we just kind of went through it with the girl and just said, look, just move to the song and make it work, and got her a cool outfit. And then you came up with kind of a bit of an idea around the story, kind of made a bit of a story to it about the whole thing of drink the Kool-Aid. So we were trying to figure out how we could kind of incorporate that in with the skating girl. It's just epic. But it's it was just kind of meant to be a bit retro and a bit kind of 80s vintage.
My story is you killing yourself.
We had a few different, that was it. It was the whole thing, drink the Kool-Aid, and we're not worthy kind of thing. That was the whole kind of point. And then so it was just a bit of fun. But yeah, creating videos and going over film clips and even shooting is just so much fun. We just love it. It's probably one of the fun parts of that whole I guess the whole process of what you do when you release a song,
Yeah.
It's definitely a lot of fun.
Yeah, I was going to ask about that, about the Kool-Aid. You've already answered it, brilliant, which is superb. So Dennis Jones, tell me about Dennis Jones.
Dennis?
Yeah.
Yeah, he's been amazing. Oh my God, he came into our lives.
He's our manager.
Yeah,
and he manages us.
He just has so much. Passion for us and drive. And yeah, we were just so blessed to come across him.
That was another quite serendipitous aspect of the lockdown and all of that, is that we would have released this music at the beginning of last year independently, had things not gone the way they had. So in that time off, while Nick required shoulder surgery and there were no shows to play, we also then through an odd turn of events sort of put in contact with Dennis, and yeah, it's all been sort of quite exciting, really, to put it in one word. Since then, there's it's just a fucking cool thing that there's someone who can see a commodity in a rock band, basically, which rock music hasn't really received that much love in the last 15 or 20 years. So it's it's awesome to have those guys on board.
Yeah, no, they've really been great for us.
You know something? I gotta salute you for the beard, man. You know what it is, because like the Sikh community are gonna love it.
Yeah, I grew up myself.
I grew it myself. I love it. Brilliant. So, Tasha, favorite microphone to track your recording microphone? Do you have like, I want that microphone and nothing else sort of thing? So which one is it?
Well, apparently it's the C2000.
Brilliant. Okay. So
the magic broomstick turns into a mic, turns into everything.
All good. So you guys managed to keep your spirits up regarding lockdown, and other than that, I know it's a bit of a, have you ever lost motivation or hit a hurdle? That question's actually on the list as question number 5. So I'm going to ask that to all of you as a band. You know, have you ever had a major knockback and setback, and how did you overcome it?
Oh, definitely. Like, I think just being in a band in general with so many different personalities and things going on in each other's lives, you know, it's kind of out of your control to like have everything perfect all the time. But like, we've definitely overcome a few hurdles. Like, obviously at the beginning when we started Smoking Martha, obviously this wasn't our original lineup. So going through members is a really hard thing. It's also a setback because as soon as you kind of lose a member, you know, then you've got to look for the right person to replace them. And you've got to, and it's so serious. Like, it's not about just picking anybody who can play drums, anyone who can play bass guitar. Yeah. It's about finding those right people who just work and blend with you so well.
On a personal
and musical level. Like, it's so important because you're with them all the time. We're like family. And you have to be in a band, because if you're not, you just won't survive. Like, we're friends, band friends.
Oh, that's gold, man.
But yeah, pretty much. Like, I think, yeah, definitely.
The dog. Sorry, this is normal.
No, it's all right. It's okay. You know, it's perfect. It's doing his thing. You know, you could fart next. It's fine. It's all right.
That's Dennis Jones. He's like Charlie's Angels.
We never seen
Loving it.
We should change the group chat to Dennis's Angels.
Wow. Do you know he could be like the mascot for the band? Like, he could literally be your good luck. You know, that's why, you know, I'm not saying it's why you're kicking ass. It's just talent and hard work. But to have him on board, that there you have it, man. So this is another deep question as well, right? Is there anything you've changed your mind about musically, like, you know, regarding the direction you're heading in, recording techniques? I know it's a huge wide question. Were you hell bent on doing something, then you realise, nah, that ain't gonna work, styles have changed, or this has come out, so go for it. Big open question.
You know what, Dad, we write, I think, like, so organically, in the sense that we are in a room together, fleshing out ideas into little progressions, into structures like this, that it kind
of cuts out the time when you go into the studio, you've already kind of settled on something a little bit. But I mean, we always get thrown a spanner. You know what I mean? In the studio. But you always do change. I mean, it's like, you know how you said, like,
yeah.
you go
So it's like, I think that because of the way that we write like that, it's like
reduction.
Well, yeah, you know, it's like I would say that over the last 3 or 4 years, there might only be 2 songs that have been axed or not continued to be worked on. So it's sort of there's not necessarily any purpose behind the direction of what we've written so far. It's just the music that we write.
It's just us as like our personal growth and what we do naturally that creates the songs that obviously come out of Smoking Martha. So basically, you know, by saying that, it means that like we've never really thought, well, rock's not really kind of the big thing right now. Let's get out of that genre and write something commercial. Yeah. It's never really affected us. We've always just written what we want, played what we want. So that'll we'll never kind of change that. It'll change organically with how we feel as human beings.
Yeah, so long as we feel comfortable that it sounds like Smoking Martha, I suppose.
We are Smoking Martha. Yeah. So it's like, you know, so we really don't ever kind of run to a trend or change and think, oh, you know, we're going to have to change for this reason. Yeah. We've just never done it. We've never, you know, what's the word? Like, I guess we've just never been sheep in that way. We just do what we want to do. We love it.
Good. So okay. So regarding, you know, you've already got your gigs sort of booked up. So on the August the 14th, you're and August the you tell me about the gigs.
Oh, okay. Well, that one might not be happening now because of COVID. So now that we've had lockdown.
And that was the question.
Yeah, there's another gig-related conversation. 100%. We only just found that out today that might not be happening now. So we'll try and organise a gig in the meantime, and obviously release our single "Good Girls." But the next one for us that we've got booked in is Halloween Hysteria. Oh, and we've also got Bed by 9, which is a new kind of festival. That's going to be like just on Sunday like nights, and it's just like a great venue, the zoo. So that'll be another one that's coming up. And Halloween Hysteria will be massive.
That'll be a great
show.
We've
got Spider Bait and who else is playing?
Spider Bait, Mammal, King Parrot.
Oh yeah, it's a good lineup.
Good lineup.
Yeah, so we've got a few good shows coming up, and then we've got another big one at the end of the year. So yeah, we've got a lot coming up. Enough anyway. Kids are still writing, releasing at the same time.
Between releasing and the shows that we've got, and just it's really cool, I suppose. That this year has obviously gone by pretty quick.
Yes.
We've gotten to play quite a few good shows.
Yeah, but you know, we went 460 odd days between shows, so the couple of shows that we've played this year.
You're counting the days, dude. That's sick.
Well, I had plenty of time to do so.
A Shawshank Redemption, man. Yeah.
Carved into his bedroom wall.
Yeah, man. I don't blame you though. Yeah, it's true.
Yeah.
It's more about seeing your wife, I think.
Thinking about it now, it's sort of like all of the shows that we have played this year so far and the ones that are coming up have been good shows or going to be good shows to play. So it's I'm looking forward to next year. I really am.
Hopefully
and just to hope we see a bit of
relaxation when it comes
a bit more touring availability from some of the international acts and just some wider touring.
Who does the most crazy shit on stage?
Well, I think we're all pretty equal.
I've stood on. I got stuck on the ground because I stood on my
I remember
hair.
one time. Yeah, one time I actually got stuck on the floor because I went down on my knees, and then my hair was so long at the time that Mick stood on the back of my hair.
No way.
Stuck under his foot, and then I've also had like my hair nearly being ripped out by bass necks.
I had your long ass fake hair down my throat when I was trying to sing, like all the way down my throat. And she didn't know because she didn't feel like it. She's just walking around, trolling me around like a fucking savage.
Wow.
Oh gosh. Oh God. I mean.
Love it.
Crazy shit on stage. Mick's passed out before on stage.
No way.
Oh no, you've fallen. You've fallen. He's fallen. Like
when we were in Wales, he was falling asleep. We were playing acoustic show. You see, they go.
He was falling asleep. Let's go. That's the wildest we get on stage. One of our members falls asleep.
Wow.
That's wild. Yeah. Trying to hear a wild story.
That's wild.
Our guitarist nearly fell asleep once.
That's when you know you're in a real smooth jazz fan. It's so smooth that you fall asleep on stage. Yeah, that's good. Pushing.
You put yourself to sleep.
Anyway, that was the question.
Wow. So, all right. All of your favourite foods, please.
Raspberry, organic, red licorice.
Okay.
Like of all time or at the moment?
Yeah. Of all time.
Well, that's a pretty bold question.
That is a bold question.
You know what? Fuck it. I'm just going to go with what I'm enjoying most at the moment, and I'm going to say not really nice tiramisu.
Oh, the man's got a man after my own heart, man.
I change it to pork and fennel gnocchi. Yeah.
Somebody's been eating at
Gnocchi Brothers. It's the best tiramisu in town.
I have too many favourites, but that one's the first one. What about you guys? What's yours? Pizza?
Yeah, probably pizza. Well, that's all I can think of off the top of my head.
Sorry,
It's all right.
Which is the new turtle that always ate pizza?
Oh, dear.
Oh, man.
What did you say?
What was I saying?
You haven't said anything.
Heroin and toast.
Heroin on toast.
Yeah.
Did he actually say heroin on toast?
We did.
Nah, I love a good clean vegan organic life.
Right.
You like your mushrooms.
I love
You
mushrooms.
do like lamingtons.
I like lemon.
I'm trying to think of a food I remember Matty's like
Eating.
Profit.
I can't think of anything.
That's like a side.
Bit of shinko on my behalf.
He does like mushroom soup. He loves mushroom soup.
Mick goes with soup of the day, I've noticed.
Yeah.
We're on the road. Mick will go soup of the day.
It's the cheapest.
No, actually, I'll tell you what. I got one. One of my favourite foods on tour is in the fucking UK they sell chip buddies
Oh yeah,
in the
chip
pub
buddies.
with a pint of beer for like
Oh,
a couple of quid.
yum.
Now that's
Yeah.
my favourite food.
And the
And you
Indian
know that.
food. It's amazing.
Wow.
And getting water out of Indian joint.
Oh.
Yeah, but
Oh God! I call mum.
Yeah,
So good.
I tell you what though, like you guys really
fucking
get
hot Indian food too, man.
you'd get your hair blown back if you came here and had a cup of coffee.
Oh, the coffee here is amazing.
Yeah, the coffee
Really?
over there. The coffee
Coffee
over
in
there
the
was a
UK
bit rough.
is terrible, but
It was orange juice.
it was
Oh, God.
zero.
Really?
I got one good coffee. I got a good coffee at
And it
the
was an
train
Australian,
station at Bar.
Australian cafe, I think, the one that's the best.
Yeah, right.
Oh,
I know, man.
Brilliant.
yeah, coffee.
So,
Australians know how to make coffee.
we do.
If you ever come over, you'll know. You'll have the best coffee.
Well, definitely, and if you're ever, when you are over, or whenever I ever get to your neck of the woods and I'm upside down and all the rest of that, anyway, I'm not going to start talking about that. So It's true. It's true, isn't it? I mean, is there something that flips the binary? Who knows? I don't know. But the thing is, right now, what have I not asked you? I know it sounds like a bit blunt. My question is,
well, I went to primary school at a place. I mean, like, you've asked some pretty comprehensive questions. Yeah, what is your favourite colour?
Colour's boring, it changes. Purple's a calm colour.
Yeah.
Brilliant.
I honestly think you've really covered everything. But in saying that, we are releasing a few more songs this year, which we're really excited about. So we can't wait to obviously share them with you. And hopefully you see a lot more of us. We're just going to keep going. We're never going to stop because we love it so much. And we loved the UK when we came over, and we just, we really just want to come back. So we'll just, keep releasing music and keep releasing music videos and keep playing shows when we don't get cancelled.
Right, now I'm gonna hit you guys and girls with a tongue twister. Right now, I did send it over as a message on your screen, but if you could please say this, hey, this is Smoking Martha, and you're listening to Radiation, the #1 station for the Asian invasion. I know you might have to practice it a few times, but it's cool. So what I'll do, I'll edit that and put it live on the radio servers and the rest of that. So.
Well, do you have it on the screen that we can read it?
Yeah.
Oh, it's in the email. No. All right, let's do it. Where is it? I don't know where you've written it.
No, I sent it to a message on Skype, but I will send it via email right.
Hello, this is Smoking Martha.
Hello, this is Smoking Martha.
in the toilet.
You are listening to. Wait a minute, we need.
Hey, this is Smoking Martha, and you're listening to Radiation, #1 station for the Asian invasion.
Wait.
Boom!
All right, we ready?
Man, it's got it. It's got it.
I think this is a one-person job.
Ready?
Ready? Now we're going to do it.
1, 2, 3.
Hey, this is Smoking Martha, and you are listening to Radiation, the #1 station for the Asian invasion.
Bud, ding, ding. Everybody sing. You've got it sorted. Yeah, man. Thank you so much, man. It's been a real pleasure interviewing, interrogating you. I am very sorry about the time zone differential. I will ask God to sort it out. And it's true. It's been a pleasure. So I know you guys are fighting your sleep and that. So after midnight, I just get miserable. I start swearing in different languages and that.
Oh, tired. You get angry. It's like I'm too tired for this.
It's brilliant. So what I'll do on Wednesday's show, I'll be playing it out again, and I'm gonna push it as much as I can. I'll give as much support, and I've got a friend at BBC Radio Leeds, and I'll see whether what he can do with it as well. So if the BBC play it, that'd be very good as well. Yeah. So yeah. So, it's okay. The power of corruption gets you everywhere. So at the end of the day, it's true, when you get older. Then again, it's okay. It's a pleasure. You need to find those earrings, man, and there you go. You'll be alright.
I know. I need to. Maybe one day I will find them, and there'll be a reason for it. I'm like, they're meant to be hidden until then.
It's cool, man. Thank you for your time. Your energy and your wisdom, and putting up with me and my warped, twisted sense of humour. It is. It is. I think there's a goat that needs sacrificing right now, so I better get on it, and I will. I'm messing about. I'm messing. Anyway, thank you so much, man. It's been a pleasure.
Thank you so much. Bye.
Salute. Bye.